The goal's always been to get 3. But we couldn't get here without getting the 2 and having that target on our back all year. And I love these guys right here. The men that we just won this thing with, family forever, baby. I couldn't be more proud of you guys. And how about it? We get a chance to do it 3 times in a row. How do you get excited for that, baby? You go party in Las Vegas and get back to it.
Hey, you still got to fight for your right, don't you?
You got to fight for your right. Believe it, baby. I'll see y'all next year.
The Kansas City Chiefs are back-to-back Super Bowl champions once again. And like Travis said, you have to fight for your right to party. Here's a look from Main Street late last night as hundreds of people were partying all night long. You can see some of them swag surfing in the middle of the street. Some might be late to work or just might not be in attendance today. And hey, that's okay as we look ahead to the Super Bowl parade. The Chiefs beat the 49ers 25-22 in overtime in Las Vegas late last night. Again, I'm Janae Hancock here at the live desk. Thank you so much for joining me on this Victory Monday. I know Chiefs Kingdom is waking up very happy today. And speaking of Chiefs Kingdom, we do want to turn things over to KCTV 5 Samantha Boring, who is live at Union Station right now. And Samantha, you have seen so many Chiefs fans already. How's it going out there?
Hey, Janae. Yeah, we've been here all morning since about 5 o'clock this morning, and fans got here as soon as the doors opened at 6 a.m. to check out the banners that are out front. We've got back-to-back Super Bowl champion banners right out there, but there's also merch. We've got some Super Bowl merch here at Rally House. As you can see, fans already checking out the T-shirts, the hats. It looks like some of the hats are already gone. And we've got plenty more in store. We've got, stores across the metro are selling that Super Bowl merch. But also here at Union Station, we've got the photo ops. Of course, I've been talking to a lot of fans who have been here this morning. They had to get their pictures after that huge win, so they came, dressed in their red, ready to go. But outside, they're actually setting up the stage, getting ready for the parade. So a lot of fans have been in here taking photos in the Grand Plaza, of course, enjoying themselves and really getting excited just once again after that huge game that we had last night. Some fans I talked with, one of them came from Texas. She had to fly in for this. Another fan, he brought his 11-year-old son. He brought him from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. They said it was about a 7-hour drive. They came in, watched the game here in Kansas City. So did the girl from Texas. They said they had to be here in Kansas City to enjoy just really the energy that is brought here in downtown in Power and Light, but also throughout the city. There has just been so much energy. And this morning, a lot of people just saying how exciting it is to have this win once again. The 4th Super Bowl win for the Kansas City Chiefs. And of course, we all remember, I remember growing up, my dad, my brother always cheering and screaming for the Kansas City Chiefs to win. But those dark days are luckily over, and a lot of people saying now this is a Kansas City dynasty.
And Samantha, I was going to bring that up, the fact that you grew up here. So this has to be a special moment for you as well. And now you're covering it. You're in the midst of it all.
Yeah, Janae, I grew up here. My first parade was the World Series parade for the Royals. I was a senior in high school, so we got class canceled that day. It was the coolest experience. I covered the parade last year when I was working in Wichita. We drove up here early in the morning. That was awesome to be in the crowd. So to be here back in my home city and covering this, it is just a dream come true. And it's just been so amazing to connect with so many fans and hear how excited they are and talk about those days, because we don't ignore that, for so many years we were losing and how hard it was for the Kansas City Chiefs. So now that we have Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, Pacheco, so many more, it's just really been such an electric feeling for so many fans across the metro.
And Samantha, you brought up the fact that they're also setting up for the parade already on Wednesday. I know that plans have been underway for the past week, but what can you tell us about this upcoming parade this week? What's happening and what can people do to prepare if they are planning to go out there?
So for the parade this week, it's on Wednesday, Valentine's Day, and Ash Wednesday. So it's going to be a busy day for a lot of people across the metro. So it starts at 11 a.m., which is an hour earlier than last year's parade. So you might have to wake up a little bit earlier because people get here early. They get here before the sun rises. So So it's going to be starting down at Grand Boulevard and 6th Street, making their way all the way down. It's a 2-mile-long parade where they get all the way to here at Union Station. They said about 12:45 is when we'll expect to hear from all the players and hear the excitement as we welcome them back from Las Vegas, which will be so much fun. But of course, the weather is going to be a lot nicer. So the city's recommending, if you can, carpool with your friends and family if you're coming out here, just because we'll probably expect a bigger crowd than last year. And remember, in 2019, when it was so cold, there's going to be way more people here than there was that year. So definitely want to prepare and be early. Make sure you dress appropriately. Pack the portable chargers and the water and a chair if you would like to sit on the route, because why not enjoy the day?
No, the portable charger is definitely important, because I was out at P&L last night and my phone died. So you definitely want to make sure you have that handy. And of course, us here at KCTV5, we will keep you covered. We are going to turn to our website here in a bit to give you a little bit more information, but our coverage will start at 7 a.m. on Wednesday. So be sure to keep it tuned in here with us. For right now, Sammy, thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk, and you have fun out there and take it all in, girl.
Thanks, Janae.
Alrighty, we are going to move on with our Super Bowl coverage. I do want to bring your attention to this video here. Like I said, our coverage has been going on nonstop for the past week, but we always look forward to this moment, what you see here now on your screen. If you're looking to get some gear, like Sammy said, there was gear at Union Station. They're preparing for people to come in and grab those t-shirts, to grab those hoodies, and to grab those hats. But also, there's very little supply on hand right now for stores, including Rally House. People lined up outside the location at Power and Light last night to get their shirts and their hats, and the goal is to be the first one to rock the gear last night to show fandom. And as you can see there, people were marching through those doors to get their hands on some gear. So we saw this all throughout the metro late last night, and if you want to get some gear, you definitely want to make sure you get on that this morning if you haven't already done so. KCTV5's Joe Hennessy will be live from Academy at noon to give us a look at the supply there. So that's something that you can look forward to if you tune in to our newscast as well. And we'll also have some more during our evening newscasts also. Now, I do want to turn to an interview with McCole Hardman early this morning on CNN. He says that he completely blacked out during that final touchdown late last night against the 49ers in Las Vegas. Let's take a listen in to what he said.
I blacked out. When I blacked out, I didn't know what was going on until, he came up running. He was like, "You're a champion. Like, we just won." I'm like, "Oh, you're right. We did." And we started celebrating after that. Yeah, but I definitely blacked out for sure.
And it all worked out for him. I think we were all screaming to the top of our lungs when we saw this moment right here. The fact that they even went into overtime, it was just a good game, and we were definitely on the edge of our seats. But this moment right here is a moment that we will never forget. Again, there's Taylor Swift cheering with her friends, and Travis's family and his friends as well in the suite after that huge touchdown that won the game. McCole Hardman saying that he actually blacked out during that touchdown, and he didn't know until Patrick Mahomes came up to him and said, "You're a Super Bowl champion once again." So that is awesome. And I do want to take a look at this video coming in from the locker room, the Chiefs locker room last night in Las Vegas. This is how they celebrated, and the celebrations are far from over. We are now looking ahead, like you all know, to the Super Bowl parade this upcoming Wednesday, and it will be at 11 a.m. at 6th Street and Grand Boulevard. The parade will head south on Grand, then west on Pershing Road, north on Main Street, and will end, of course, at Union Station, where those Super Bowl banners are now up. And like Samantha mentioned, the fact that they are already preparing for that parade early this morning. Now, you can head to our website, KCTV5.com, to find more information on the Super Bowl parade. We have it all listed here for you. And as we scroll down, here's a photo from last year. Samantha also touched on the fact that it is expected to be a lot warmer this year. So we may not be seeing as many coats and hats this time around. So that's always good news, because I feel like warm weather puts everyone in a good mood. So parade route and road closures, that's what you can expect, as well as we'll be hearing from KCTV5's Julia Avery. She's working on something right now to let you all know as far as those road closures to prepare for that. But I do know that they are asking people to carpool. And here's a look at the KC streetcar. That is always a good option as far as transit and parking. And here's a look at some parking restrictions, public safety information, medical. Okay, accessibility. There is a lot that you can find on our website right now regarding the parade this upcoming Wednesday. So be sure to head there for the latest information. And like I mentioned, our coverage will start on Wednesday at 7 a.m. as we prepare for that 11 a.m. parade heading over to Union Station. And I want to leave you all, of course, you've probably already seen it, but I just cannot get over this video every single time. I want to leave you with this video from Power and Light last night. That is after that huge touchdown that won the game for McCole Hardman. And of course, you can only imagine what song is playing in the background. All I Do Is Win. And that is going for the back-to-back champions, Super Bowl champions, I should say, the Kansas City Chiefs, who are now preparing for another parade.